Right now, a brisk and cold week ahead for southern Wisconsin with some chances for some snow when we could see that in our first one forecast. Plus, a final service today for a local church before their building is knocked down and with something that can directly help the community. And another tough loss for the Green Bay Packers. Andrew breaks down the loss in highlights. That's all coming up at 10. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. A cold and chilly end of the week. These brisk temps look like they'll be here for some time, prompting an alert day to be issued on Halloween Tuesday night. Just how cold those temps might be, let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Yeah, Jalen, very chilly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's coming. It's cold out here right now on the patio for this time of year. But boy, oh boy, do we have some brisk temperatures and winter-like weather heading towards southern Wisconsin. Alert day conditions just about 36 hours away from southern Wisconsin, less than that. Actually, expecting temperatures on your Halloween evening for the trick-or-treaters, 15 to 20 degrees. But now we're adding in snow chances on your Tuesday as well. Prior to trick-or-treating, periods of that could cause some reduction in visibilities, maybe an inch or so of slush accumulation on those grassy surfaces, especially for areas north and east of Madison. Tonight, freeze warning for really all of the area. The reason why Juneau and Adams counties up to the north are not under the freeze warning, they've already had a hard freeze, but that hard freeze is expected across the rest of southern Wisconsin. Our temperatures are inching their way down, 34 in Madison, 35 in Lone Rock, 36 in Boscobel, 34 to the north, up towards Wisconsin Dells. But look where the skies may be clearing, 24 degrees already in Camp Douglas. We're expecting those skies to clear out tonight, and that will allow those temperatures to really take a nosedive. Planning your night, 26 degrees here in Madison. That's what our low temperature will be. 22 up to the north in Camp Douglas, 28 to the south and east where those clouds hang on just a little bit longer in Janesville. As we plan your Monday, temperatures 37. That's all we're going to do with normal highs this time of year. We're in the lower to middle 50s, and then alert day conditions start to take hold later on your Monday night going on into your Tuesday. We'll track the snow hour by hour coming up.
All right, Alex, thank you. A brisk Halloween is in store for Tuesday night. Ahead of Halloween, we've compiled a list of municipalities across southern and central Wisconsin that have scheduled trick-or-treating hours. We have the hours for more than 3 dozen towns and cities on our website to check out the hours in your area. Just look for this story on our website at channel3000.com. And to stay up to date with the holiday forecast, make sure to download our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free on your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. New tonight at 10, we know the identity of the person who was killed in a double motorcycle crash yesterday afternoon. According to the Cottage Grove Fire Department Facebook page, 20-year-old Gavin Windricks of Cottage Grove died at the scene of the crash, southbound on I-39. Windricks and another driver, a 21-year-old from Sun Prairie, were taking the exit for Highway 12 when both motorcycles clipped each other, causing both to go into the shoulder. Windricks was a firefighter for the Cottage Grove Fire Department. A downtown Madison church community is saying goodbye to their historic building today, making room for 110 units of affordable housing. Braden Ross takes us inside their last service and shows us how they're looking toward the future.
I've been a member for 50 years. It's a long time.
Winnie Severson has seen St. John's Lutheran Church through a lot.
It's our church home. We have fond memories here.
But this is the biggest change yet.
It will be hard to not be coming here anymore. But we have to look to the future.
Soon, the more than 100-year-old building she's called home for decades will be gone, and in its place, a new adventure.
We're tearing down this building to build 110 units of affordable housing.
Lead pastor Peter Beeson was drawn to St. John's because of its commitment to finding new and creative ways to serve the community. Among other initiatives, the church worked with Porchlight to open up its basement as an overnight men's shelter for more than 35 years.
Here at St. John's, there was this strong, long-time emphasis on serving the working poor, on serving the needs of our neighbors, on meeting people where they are.
Now he's continuing that tradition.
We have this opportunity to use our building, our real estate, for that goal.
The church will take over the first floor of the new 10-story building, leaving space for nonprofit and community events as well.
We want the space to be used 6 and 7 days a week, not just for an hour on Sunday morning, but to truly be a vibrant community space.
But although the physical space is changing,
we are very much hoping to take some of the woodwork with us and salvage parts of the windows.
Beeson says the heart of the church isn't going anywhere.
While this building certainly has a lot of emotional significance, at the end of the day, it's us as the people that really are the most important part.
Reporting in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Due to rising construction costs, the project is still $3 million short of the full $46.5 million they'll need to complete the new building. You can donate to support the project online at stjohnsmadison.org/more. And Madison College will soon be looking for a new leader. As current president Jack Daniels announced earlier this month, he will be stepping down as president and retiring at the end of June. He served as president for more than a decade, where his focus has been growing the community and fulfilling needs. On this week's For the Record, Daniels sat down with our Will Keneally, where he touched on his time at the helm.
I think, you start to look at which one is accomplished, where the college has gone, and knowing that it needs to go to the next level. And I feel comfortable right now with the staff we have, the excellent managers, that we can take it to the next level.
What he talked about just now was when the college saw a need to expand to Madison South Side. Daniels led the effort to open the campus there. And heading up north to Lambeau, where the Packers hosted the Minnesota Vikings in an NFC North showdown. Our Andrew Banstra is in the studio now with highlights.
Yeah, Jalen, today's game was simply one the Packers could not afford to lose. Entering the game with a 2-4 record, a loss would spell Green Bay's worst start in nearly 20 years. Third quarter, the Packers trailing 17-3, and they need points in the worst of ways. Jordan Love goes deep for Jaden Reed, and it's picked off. The Vikings would turn that into points, which turned this into a sad day in Green Bay. Minnesota, they go on to win it by a final score of 24-10. Over the last 5 weeks, the Pack have been outscored 73-9 in the first half. To make matters worse, today the Packers committed 11 penalties and scored just 10 points. Coming up in sports, I'll show you the full highlights from today's disappointing loss.
All right, Andrew, we'll see you then. The Israeli military says it is an increasing urgency of its calls for the people in northern Gaza to flee south. Just a day after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel had launched the second stage of its war against Hamas. Israel's military said it exchanged gunfire with Hamas and struck targets in northern Gaza today. The death toll in Gaza has risen to nearly 8,000, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health in Ramallah. And the United States is emphasizing the importance of protecting civilians' lives in Gaza as the fighting is escalating.
We stand firmly for the proposition that all measures should be taken that are reasonable and responsible to protect the lives of civilians.
Israel's defense minister says rescuing the hostages is the military's top priority and that the fighting will expedite their return. Among those being held hostage are some Americans whom the Biden administration is working to get released. Coming up next at 10, Halloween festivities continue this weekend. We'll show you a special market that is filled with pride.
It's A1 Furniture's anniversary sale with up to 44% off store-wide and 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection and stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick and Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Enjoy Buckin' Honeys before, during, or after the big game. Buckin' Honeys restaurants voted Best of Madison and celebrating Wisconsin hospitality in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, and new in Mount Horeb.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
It's Ford Truck Month. Time to defeat any task in a Ford F-150. with all the capability, productivity, and technology of Ford F-Series. America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. So get to Ford Truck Month and get into a built Ford tough truck.
Ain't nobody stopping me.
Now, lease a new Ford F-150 STX for just $399 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
At Pick and Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's anniversary sale. Save up to 44% off name brand mattresses and get 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Chris Hardwick is here. Have you ever been to the top of that wall?
No! It's literally 4 stories. I would have such vertigo.
And country star Carly Pierce.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
People and pups of the Madison community showed up to trick-or-treat on Monroe Street for the 5th annual dog costume parade. And though the cold weather might be rough, dogs of all sizes sported their best Halloween attire with their owners as they got their fair share of treats at the Chocolate Shop Ice Cream and received doggy bags at Mad Cat. The Furry Fun event helps to support a good cause for the Dane County Community Society.
I think that you'll see that all the dogs that are here in costume today and their owners are people who live in Madison and the surrounds, and they just like to come out and have a good time. It shows how much Madison loves animals. There's no doubt that we're a pet-loving community, and I think that the Humane Society appreciates everything that people do to support them.
And if you are unable to dress up with your dogs and still want to support the Dane County Humane Society, you can still visit shelter.org to donate. The Halloween festivities are going strong with a special market that's full of pride. Meryl Hubbard has the story.
Here at the Big Gay Spooky Market, there are over 60 vendors here to share their scary good creations. At the Wisconsin Rugby Club, the Big Gay Market started in the spring of 2023 with just 16 vendors. Now the spooky season brought more than 4 times that amount.
The sheer volume of stories that we've gotten from people who are just so overwhelmed by joy and emotion in being such a space, I couldn't even begin to tell you.
The market is a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community to come together and share their creativity and pride. From candles to cookies, jewelry, and jams, there is something for everyone. Even drag queens were there to embrace inclusivity.
We didn't have this. We didn't have this when we were growing up, and I love seeing that kids can be drag queens now. Kids can dress in drag, they can do whatever they want.
With plenty more to share, this won't be the last Big Gay Market. The next one will be December 16th to celebrate the winter holidays. In Cottage Grove, Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Art enthusiasts were able to check out some of the best creations the local artists had to offer at the biannual Fine Art and Crafts Sale at the Old Blark Gardens today. The free, fun-filled weekend event has no shortage of art, community, and creativity that Madison has to offer, featuring 40 skilled artists from all around Wisconsin, Illinois, and Minnesota. The event hopes to connect people with participants through unique original creations on display and then give them a reason to come back to the art fair every year.
We love connecting with the community, and we try everything we can to get them to understand that we're here. We love our customers. We have a lot of repeat customers who follow the various artists and follow the show all together. So we're happy to always see them.
And as we mentioned, this is a biannual event. So if you miss this weekend's craft fair, you'll have another opportunity not too far away in February. Meanwhile, in Stoughton, Able Contemporary Gallery hosted their 20th annual Ceramics Invitational. Ceramicists from all across the country put their best work on display. The artwork wasn't just limited to be looked at. Participants could go home with some artwork for a pretty reasonable price. If you missed out on today's event, don't worry. There will be more opportunities, and to check it out, we have those listed dates on this story on our website at channel3000.com. And let's get a look at your first winter forecast with Alex Harrington and these cool temps.
Yeah, these cool temps. That's part one of our forecast here. Cool temps out there right now at the Capitol, but things are going to be changing here, folks. Got plenty more in the winter department to talk about here winter, yes. Halloween, we might be singing a white Halloween, not a white Christmas. For some on Halloween, alert day conditions are still expected for the cold for the trick-or-treaters at nighttime too. Let's get down here to things, folks, and track that alert day. This is what we're expecting on your Tuesday for all of southern Wisconsin. Still tracking trick-or-treat temperatures of 15 to 20 degrees by the time we get into Tuesday evening. But before that, snow showers, periods of them, perhaps an inch of slushy accumulation. But what could also occur with this snow is some reduced visibilities on area roadways as it comes down periodically on your Tuesday, especially for areas north and east of Madison. I fast-forwarded things here to 4 o'clock on your Tuesday morning. Cold temperatures in the 20s, a strong south-southwest wind. Look at the blue across all of Dane County, from Cross Plains to Windsor to Madison, south to Brooklyn. Scattered snow showers moving into the area. Periods of them as we head towards the rush hour on your Tuesday. Again, could see some brief reductions in visibility. The good news is we have very warm pavement temperatures, warm surfaces. So I think as the snow falls, it will melt some. But maybe on the grassy areas and on some of the trees, we could see some of that light snow accumulate. Temperatures only in the upper 20s to start off your Halloween. Then, as I said, a couple breaks in the snow shower activity and a little bit more snow shower activity as we head towards Tuesday at the lunch hour. Maybe a little bit heavier snow as this weather system wraps up and moves over to the south and towards the east as we head into your Halloween afternoon, with temperatures again critical temperature, 31, 32 degrees out there. Then that weather system will again scoot off towards the south and towards the east. By the time we get into the start of that trick-or-treat time, the skies start to clear. That would allow those temperatures to go down with strong gusty winds. Maybe an inch or so from Boscobel to Lone Rock to the Dells up towards Camp Douglas by the time you wake up Tuesday morning. Again, this would be mostly on those grassy surfaces. But again, I mentioned we could have some reductions in visibility too with these on and off periods of shower or snow showers. 1 to 2 inches from Madison and points off towards the north by the time this is all said and done. But some of it, again, will melt as it makes contact to a very warm surface. Not a warm surface in the wind chill department. 18, 19 degrees. This is what it will feel like at trick-or-treat time on your Tuesday evening. So definitely bundle up and prepare to put some extra gloves and mittens in your bag as you grab that candy too. As we carry on here, freeze warning till 10 o'clock on your Monday morning for all of southern Wisconsin, so a hard freeze expected tonight. Again, that could actually make the ground just a little bit more frosty to allow that snow to accumulate. We'll be updating folks tomorrow for sure on that. Turning colder overnight and going on into your Monday. Halloween snow showers, best chances north and east of Madison for a little bit of that accumulation, but those wind chills of 15 to 20 degrees will be for us all on your Halloween Tuesday evening. Following that weather system, it will stay breezy, but temperatures start to moderate just a touch by the time we head towards Friday, Saturday, going on into the upcoming weekend. As we fall back in temperatures, then the temperatures fall back down by the time we go later next week, going into the following work week, Jalen. So staying very fall-like out there. Fall-like picture here from Peggy in Blue Mounds. Might see a little snow in Blue Mounds by the time we get to your Tuesday. So thank you, Peggy, for sending us that photo. And this is a pretty photo from Oregon. But we were talking about this earlier, Jalen. I don't think that lake is going to be totally open by the time we get into early to midweek. There might be a little skim of a little bit of ice on that lake. First Horn at WISC-TV.com. Send us those photos so we can show you what's going on outside, not just talk about it.
Absolutely. The fact that we started this month in the 80s and we're finishing now with what snow is beyond mind-blowing to me.
It's Wisconsin weather, summer to winter.
Absolutely. Well, that cold can definitely be debilitating. And another thing that can be debilitating is medical debt. Nearly 100 million adults in the USA carry some form of medical debt, according to a 2022 Kaiser Family Foundation National Survey. Enter medical debt credit cards and loans with promises to ease the burden of medical debt. But Consumer Reports warns, think twice before signing up.
If you're having trouble paying your medical bills, it may be tempting to sign up for a medical credit card or medical loan offered by the healthcare provider. But beware, there are severe drawbacks to them.
These options can have high interest rates, steep payment penalties, and do damage to your credit.
Care Credit is the largest medical credit card company out there and is a subsidiary of Synchrony Financial. A spokesperson for Synchrony says that Care Credit's convenient and transparent financing options make health and wellness care more affordable and can be used to pay for a wide range of health and wellness items. But according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the average medical credit card carries a whopping 27% interest rate, much higher than the typical 16% for a general purpose credit card. A main reason the CFPB has warned, our research indicates that in many cases, patients who use these products end up worse off. Instead of signing up for a medical credit card or loan, ask your medical provider if they directly offer interest-free or low-interest payment plans. If that doesn't work, consider these options.
If you have good credit, you may want to consider a personal loan from your bank or credit union, where interest rates start around 10%.
Never provide your credit card when receiving care in an emergency room. If you're insured, ask for the invoice to be sent to your insurance company. If you're uninsured, ask for it to be mailed to you so you can figure out how to pay or negotiate it in a calmer setting. And if you're confronted with a hospital bill you can't afford, always ask if there's a charitable program you can apply for. You can find out how to apply with your specific hospital at dollar4.org. This is David Fazekas.
If your insurance company refuses to cover a procedure that isn't elective or cosmetic, you should consider filing an appeal. And still to come, Wisconsin Volleyball was back at the field house hosting Minnesota. See if Bucky could gobble the Gophers next in sports.
3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Dear First Place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
Announcing the winners of Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Congratulations to Roth Cheese for winning bronze for Best Cheese Producer. Roth Cheese, always good. See all the winners on MadisonMagazine.com.
911, what's your emergency?
I smell something delicious and I don't know what it is.
Ma'am, we traced the smell and it's coming from inside your oven.
Ah, amazing.
Papa Murphy's. With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
For 15 years, Gilda's Club Madison has provided free emotional support, cancer education, and hope to children and adults facing any kind of cancer. Is someone in your life facing cancer? Support is available in Dane County and virtually throughout Wisconsin. To learn more, visit gildasclubmadison.org so that no one faces cancer alone.
Thank you for making Forward Theater Company the best of Madison. Forward produces funny, heartwarming, and thought-provoking plays fresh from Broadway, featuring exceptional local artists, located downtown at Overture Center. Tickets at forwardtheater.com.
Army National Guard soldiers have the option to train and learn skills in the trade fields, skills that can lead to employment at home as well. Find out how you can learn a trade and serve part-time for your community and country by visiting nationalguard.com.
In the Midwest, these first few crisp fall days mean that snow and cold will soon be here. So now's the time to gear up for colder weather ahead at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We have great prices on quality name brand workwear, footwear, and outdoor apparel to keep you warm and dry. Supplies for leaf removal, wood cutting, and home winterization. Plus, automotive supplies like tires, batteries, and more to keep you safe on the road. Trust the cold weather experts and find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Dear First Place, how do you get to the top? Just keep on climbing. Yours, Tacoma.
Right now, get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new 2023 Tacoma. Toyota. Let's go places.
For the first time in NCAA volleyball history, a match was televised on a major network today, and no surprise, it was the Wisconsin Badgers game. After all, this team has put volleyball on the national stage. First set Badgers taking on the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. Izzy Ashburn with the no-look feed to Devin Robinson, and she spikes it into oblivion. On that one, the Gophers stood no chance. And then later in the set, MJ Hamill on the serve. Gophers get it back over. What a save there by Yulia Orzel. Here comes Hamill, sets up Sarah Franklin, and good luck stopping that fastball. Wisconsin goes on to win it in straight sets. Next up is 19th ranked Purdue. The Packers have scored a total of 9 points in the first half in their last 5 games. Especially with the youngest team in the NFL, that's a recipe for disaster. That trend continued today. Green Bay scored just 3 points in the first half. The Vikings leading 17-3 midway through the third quarter. Kirk Cousins drops back and drops a dime on Jordan Addison. Minnesota takes a 24-3 lead. And then later in the third, Jordan Love and the Pack trying to finally get into the end zone. Love fires a bullet to Romeo Doubs, who corrals it for the score, but that would be all the Pack had today. Here's Matt LaFleur on Green Bay's 24-10 loss.
Obviously tough to watch. You know, just way too many mistakes, penalties, drops, not being able to convert on third down, conversely not getting off the grass on third down. Extremely disappointed, and you know, we'll find out what everybody in that locker room, what we're all made of.
For 3 quarters, you had that sense yesterday that Wisconsin was going to do it. Knock off number 3 Ohio State and end their 9-game losing streak against the Buckeyes. It was a 7-point game in the fourth, and then the Badgers just kind of ran out of gas. They weren't able to finish the job. They were getting close to getting it done, but this team isn't about moral victories. They play to win, and that didn't happen.
We had our chances. You know, we fought, but it wasn't enough. So, and I'm not the type of person that's going to sit here and tell you that fighting is enough, because it's not. You know, no matter if they're number 3 team, number 1, who cares? You know, we play to win. So we didn't get that done today.
We have some things that maybe we can feel good about, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a hard loss. It's a game that we had a chance to win and didn't. And so we need to grow from it, and we need to find a way to win these tight games in the fourth quarter.
To the NBA, where the Bucks hosted the Hawks, second quarter, and how about this? Sun Prairie native Jalen Johnson got the start for the Hawks and showed out in a homecoming game. Johnson on the attack, scoots past Damian Lillard and flushes home the jam. He had 14 points in the first half, and then later in the second, Damian Lillard driving, he finds Giannis, who takes care of it from there. A ferocious slam from the Freak, but the Hawks, they get the last laugh, winning it 127-110. To the soccer pitch, where the Wisconsin women hosted Rutgers today in the Big Ten tournament quarterfinal. This one needed penalty kicks. The Badgers connected on each of their first 3, and there's Ashley Martinez with the 4th. It's the game winner and a goal. She hits it. Wisconsin defeats Rutgers and advances to the semifinals. They'll play at Nebraska. Really just a tough one to swallow for the Packers for a lot of reasons. You know, at this point in the season, you want to see some sort of progression if the wins aren't there. But in some ways, it feels like they're regressing. So I think that's just kind of where you're at for the Packers. And like Matt LaFleur said, there's not much to say about it.
You can have a certain level of optimism because we're not at the halfway point in the season yet. We've seen teams that started really slow. Last year, the Lions ended up finishing 9-8 after starting the season, I believe like 1-7. Not necessarily saying that the Packers would do that, but always know that there is a room for improvement. And with all those young guys out there, hopefully they can continue to work through some of those growing pains.
I agree. They have 325 yards of offense in their last 5 first halves.
Ooh,
it's a tough look.
Fingers crossed so they can get things rolling. All right, thanks, Andrew. We'll be back with more after this.
Stay healthy this holiday season with help from your Hy-Vee pharmacy. Save time by getting your flu and COVID-19 vaccines together in one appointment. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Schedule your appointment online today at Hy-Vee.com. Some restrictions may apply.
It's A1 Furniture's anniversary sale with up to 44% off store-wide and 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection and stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford Escape or Explorer and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Zumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Zumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take, this is like nothing you've used before.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's anniversary sale. Save up to 44% off name brand mattresses and get 44 months free financing. Plus, get tax included on purchases over $9.99. Huge selection in stock now at A1 Furniture.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Stay healthy this holiday season with help from your Hy-Vee pharmacy. Save time by getting your flu and COVID-19 vaccines together in one appointment. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Schedule your appointment online today at Hy-Vee.com. Some restrictions may apply.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
All right, Alex, as we said earlier, we went from 80s at the beginning of the month to now almost some winter-like temps. What else can we expect?
Yeah, winter-like conditions. This is what folks want to know. Very cold Halloween, trick-or-treat temperatures feeling like 15 to 20, maybe up to an inch of snow on your Halloween as well. So a white Halloween this year.
All right, well, guys, please bundle up as you're out here the next few days. But thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for making it a great evening.